Hello everybody, I am alpacapatrol, and this is the Showdown Effect. That's right, I'm taking a look at the Showdown Effect beta, which the game is in beta. It hasn't actually released, but you can pick it up on Steam for $10 right now and get your hands on the beta. You can also pick up the extra special edition. It's actually the deluxe edition, which adds like a new character and some other stuff, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Whether or not I think that's necessarily something you should buy. It's $10 extra. But anyway. The game is published by Paradox Interactive and developed by the same guys who did Magicka. This is actually their first game since Magicka, despite, you know, the expansions and whatnot. And it's really, really fun. It's extremely slick, and I can say from the very beginning, just even on the menu screen, this game is 100 times more polished than Magicka was. And Paradox Interactive is a very interesting publisher, because they tend to take niche ideas like 4X games or RTSs or things like that and make them good and make them sell, which is probably something a lot of publishers want to chase on niche titles. I don't know if you would necessarily consider the Showdown Effect a niche title. I suppose you could, just simply because the audience isn't really there for it until the Showdown Effect. You know, I think it's on its way. For sure. I mean, you consider this is very similar to Mojang's game in development, Cobalt, actually, in a lot of ways. But anyway, let's jump into the settings here real quick and just see what you got. Right now, I obviously am playing in 1280 by 720 windowed mode, just because YouTube likes that the best. I have anti-aliasing enabled, vertical sync disabled, because you don't really need vertical sync unless you got screen tearing, bro. But I will say that this is a pretty absent options menu. There's not a lot of things that you could change. Now, keep in mind this is a beta, so more options could come in the future, which I certainly hope that they do, so that lower-end machines can run this game. But anyway, let's back out of here. Audio is just exactly what you would imagine. Controls, you can change all of the controls, which is very nice. You go to the How to Play menu to see your basic tutorial here. That kind of teaches you how to play the game. There's no straight-up tutorial. There is a training mode that you can see what the game's all about in the training mode, or at least mess around with it, but it doesn't actually teach you anything. But let's pop into the training mode just to get an idea of what the game really feels like, because I think that's the most important aspect.
What do you want from me? Just a regular guy.
So as you can tell, you know, it has a very distinct art design. I think I like it a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's very, very awesome. Now, I have some target dummies here, so I can switch between my two weapons. I have a katana, I have an AR-15 assault rifle. Now, here's the thing. If I shoot over here, I'm actually not going to hit that target. Either side, I'm not going to hit it. I can only hit the target if I actually aim at it, which is really interesting. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention this and I fucked it up. But there is action reload, or active reload, like in, you know, Gears of War popularized it. But anyway, let's move on here. Oops, I screwed that up. So there are a couple different functions that you can do. So you can roll to the left and right by double tapping the directions. You can, you know, jump, obviously, and you can also wall jump. And you also climb up the sides of walls. So if you're running towards a wall, then he will climb up the wall for a distance. He can also slide down and shoot while moving down the wall. Or you can, you know, run up, climb, and then jump to try to get a better idea of what it is you're supposed to do. Now, you can pick up objects in the world that are highlighted, and you can use them as weapons. Almost anything, a lot of things in the world are actually pick-upable. Or, I don't know the proper way to say that, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, you can right-click to block, you can swing at it with the left mouse button, and you can also throw it if you hold shift and aim it at a target, and throw it like so. But, usually your melee weapons tend to be, or the melee weapon that you start with tends to be the better choice. But you can pick up heavy weapons like so, which are slower, but do way more wicked damage, which is cool. And also do like sweet-ass like flying attacks. Now, here's something cool. Now, the game is kind of almost reminiscent of a Super Smash Brothers because of the mobility, I think, that you have. So, for instance, if I get up here and I show you, this is a little grate that you can actually jump through and get up to the higher level. I don't know. I think I've seen people actually get up to it or get down on it. Like you really want it. No, but I've seen people get through downwards. I don't know if that's actually possible. I could be totally making that up. But that's basically the premise of the game. You can do up strikes with W and your click. You can throw all your weapons. You can throw your katana, which actually looks really badass, I think. However, when you throw the weapon, it is actually expended, so I can't pick up my katana anymore. I just don't have a katana. I could also do kung fu if I so wish, which is actually pretty good. It takes people out. But anyway, let's get back to the main menu and probably look at the loadout and unlockable. So in your loadout, you can choose between your characters. Currently, I have 2 characters unlocked. Obviously, I haven't played that much of the game, so I don't have everything unlocked exactly. But you start off as Arnold Schwarzenegger from Kindergarten Cop. I'm literally not kidding. He's literally Arnold Schwarzenegger from Kindergarten Cop. See, if you look at that, Kindergarten. That's he is actually Arnold Schwarzenegger. But anyway, so you can go through your weapons, and now I can choose to have 2 swords if I so wish. That's a bad idea, probably. So I like to keep the shotgun around. I like to keep the katana around. There aren't that many weapons so far in the game, and this is my character's special ability, personal shield. So you press Control while in the game to use your special ability. Dutch McClone has personal shield. Haley Sky has rocket boost, which is pretty self-explanatory. Now these are the aesthetic things that you can add. This doesn't actually add any defense or armor to your character or anything like that. It just looks cool, and I can appreciate that. I actually really like that. So if we go into the unlockables, we can see what we can get. So we could buy new characters, which each have different special powers. It doesn't actually tell you which powers they have, as far as I can tell anyway, unfortunately, and there are 3 different characters that you can pick up so far. Now if you buy the deluxe edition, it will unlock another character for you. Now I don't know if that's going to be really pay to win kind of thing, because the character powers so far seem to be pretty balanced against one another. But anyway, so these are the wearables. These obviously have no stats. You can put it on your character. I could buy it for AC, which you get pretty quickly, by the way. Whoops-a-daisy, I moved my screen over. That kind of screwed up the recording for a moment. Hopefully that didn't ruin everything. Anyway, so yeah, you can wear anything on any character, actually. So like, say I wanted to do this one, I can just change over the character, and yes, she can also wear it. Every character can wear every item. So when you buy a costume item, you can do it on anybody that you want. Also, the deluxe edition does come with a Magica coat, which is pretty cool, so you can look like a Magica character. Oh, the Neo coat. That's pretty cool. I kind of want that. I might buy that in the future. But anyway, the aesthetic items seem to cost a lot more than the weapons and stuff, and for good reason, I think. So, so far there aren't that many weapons in the game, so you just have a straight-up pistol, you have an SMG, which is a MAC-10, you have a throwing knife, and you have an RPG. Now, I could purchase all of these right now, and I think I might pick up the throwing knives, because they seem really cool. But you know what? Let's jump into a match before we do that. And before we even do that, let's check out what these weapon skins are. So these are basically different skins for your actual weapons. They don't change the intrinsic properties of the gun, they just make them look different and sound different and do different things. Well, I mean, don't do different things. So like, for instance, if I picked up the pistol, I can't use it because I don't have the pistol unlocked, by the way. But if I were to purchase this after purchasing the pistol as well, this would make my pistol turn into a laser pistol, and it would just shoot laser bullets. It doesn't actually intrinsically change the way that the gun works, but it's cool, and it's got a cool sound effect, and it changes its aesthetic properties, which I am a fan of. I'm going to be totally honest. I think more games need to do this, where, like, you could have a game like Call of Duty or something where you have, like, 30 different guns, and they're all essentially the same, but they just don't. I mean, it would be much easier if they just gave you different skins instead to unlock. Whatever. Anyway, so we've gone through the store and whatnot. Now, you can go through Ranked Match. I found that Ranked Match doesn't find me games very quickly, to be totally honest with you. Custom game seems to be the better way. Now, that's not because Ranked Match is poorly developed. I will say that it works just fine. It's just that not a lot of people are playing the beta right now, and for that reason, not a lot of ranked matches happen. You can more easily find a match through custom games, as far as I've found anyway. But anyway, let's jump into a match here. Probably all noobs in here. That sounds pretty good to me. And we'll try to jump in here and see if I can get some kills. Probably not, because I'm terrible at this game. but we're gonna try our best. And my favorite character so far is the Industrial Clone. I haven't actually really tried the other characters so much, to be totally honest. All right, let's see. Boom. See, he's got a sweet ass skin on his gun, which allows him to murder, murder, murder. All right, murdered that guy. He was bad because I was doing terribly there. Oh, and we are both dead. I actually sliced his fucking legs off. Now, there is, like, decapitation in the game and stuff. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, killed him. Ah! No! You see, those throwing knives are badass. So, like I said, you can't actually hit anybody with the... Oh, I wanted that kill. You can also aim, by the way, if you right-click, which gives you better, vision. Ah! I don't have the things! No! Give me the shield! Oh, I got killed. That was terrible. But yeah, so the throwing knives, as far as I know anyway, it appears that they can, they don't fall under that same, property of not being able to... Oh, man. Ah! No, shield! Shield! All right. Okay, here's the other thing. So your mana bar below your health, as you can see, recharges very slowly. Now, the thing is, it actually recharges in between matches as well. Oh, God, in between deaths. Which, you know, it doesn't seem like... It's not entirely intuitive. Ah, fuck you. Yeah, I threw my fucking sword at him. That was badass. Ah, get out of there. Get out of there. No! Don't murder me. All right, but, yeah, I murdered that guy with my sword because I threw it. So, right, like I said, you can throw any weapon in the game, actually. You can even throw your shotgun if I so wished. It doesn't really do a lot of damage, but throwing your sword actually does a good deal of damage. Anyway, let's go on and murder people. So, yeah, like I said, it doesn't seem particularly intuitive that, how did he kill me? I was so far away. All right, well, it's a bunch of nonsense, but he's right here. No! Ah! They're just shooting shotguns at me. Oh, and I used my shield and it didn't help me. Nonsense. I call bullshit on all the things that happened there. Like I said, I'm pretty bad at this game. But, yeah, see, I murdered that guy. Because I'm awesome. That's how awesome people roll. Okay? Oh! Now, the shotgun, by the way, works a little bit differently. In that it doesn't... Oh, man. Get out of here. Oh, I tried to block him. In that, you don't actually have an action reload with the shotgun. It just reloads bullets slowly. You can see in the top right-hand corner of the screen there, my bullets. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Alright, I killed one of them at least. Now, there should be a dude up here. I'm actually going to take this sweet-ass weapon and see if I can murder someone with it. Oh, looks like Murder Town. Population me! Ah! Alright, here. Murder, 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 murder. You can also dive like that and swing your weapons, which is not working for me, and I'm dead. I tried, though. Now, you can see what that character is doing there. He's bandaging himself. So if you hold the B button... Oh, man, I'm going to get into a fight immediately. But if you hold the B button, you can... I actually have to take damage in order to do that, unfortunately. I would show you. It usually comes into the situation where you killed someone already. Oh, yeah, there we go. Or where you... Oh, get out of there! Ah! Murder, murder, murder! Yeah! Oh, okay, so this is showdown mode. So this is at the end of each match, before the end anyway, you go into single elimination. Nope. I got a shield too, bitch, and I triggered mine later. Alright. So I can go ahead and bandage myself a bit. And go ahead and reload. Ah! Murder! Oh, I couldn't murder him. Oh, we murdered each other? Oh, no. I killed someone. But anyway, single elimination mode here. So these are the only two players left on the map, and they are fighting each other in a showdown, which is pretty awesome. And he sliced his fucking head off. Is that not badass, or what? So now we can show kind of how quickly you gain AC. Now, I didn't kill very many people in that match. I think I killed like 3 dudes. That guy won, apparently, as we hear a sweet-ass guitar riff. And it gives you a little credit sequence at the end, which is great, which I am a fan of. I was an extra, so that's good. Yeah, I got 10 kills. Wow, I got 10 kills? Wow, that's silly. But anyway, I earned 180 AC. Now, if you remember, guns were like 500 AC, so obviously you don't have to play that long to unlock all of the weapons. And in fact, let me disconnect. Yes, disconnect. Because I want to go into the unlockables, and I want to unlock these throwing knives. So I don't think you actually have to aim to get the throwing knives. I think they just fire in a direction. So anyway, let's unlock them. We can unlock something else as well, but I think I'm going to unlock the RPG afterwards. But let's go back. Let's go to the loadout. Let's change up this into our throwing knives and see if those are any good. And we're going to go for a straight up... In fact, actually, I'm going to change this up. I think she is going to be our sword lady with throwing knives. And the reason is because I think the rocket boost is probably going to help more for us in melee than the personal shield will. But I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's the other way around. Who knows? Anyway, let's go back to that same server that we were in and see how the throwing knives work. Just because. Now, the game obviously is extremely visceral. I think that's what they're really going for. Is that
Dad had so many enemies.
You kind of... Why do I have the guns? Oh, I guess I didn't save that. All right, whatever. I got a assault rifle and a shotgun. I can always switch to the other dude. Rocket boost. Ah, works very similar to rocking yourself. It also recharges extremely quickly. Murder, murder engaged, murder engaged, murder engaged. Nope, get out of here. All right. Obviously, this kind of setup is not exactly ideal. I will be honest, not terribly ideal. But we do have another weapon here. Yeah, murder, murder, murder. And murder was not achieved. Unfortunately, 2 traditional guns does not seem to be terribly interesting. Ah, rocket boost. Get out of there. Yeah, see, I think rocket boost is going to be very effective in the whatchamacallit, melee. Ah, get out of here. Oh, I'm screwing this up. And I'm poisoned. Bandage yourself, quickly! Quickly, lady! No, we got killed by his poison. Which seems to be a special power of one of the characters. Obs, man! Oh man, he's got a shotgun as well. Now, the shotgun has a lot of knockback, as you can tell. Oh, yeah. I actually don't know exactly. Let's go ahead and disconnect from the server, because I don't know how to switch characters while in the game. And let's go back to our loadout. We can actually change our loadout in between matches, by the way. So it's not actually that big of a deal. Oops, I didn't save that again. Yet again, I did not save it. Oh, I guess it's saved. Okay.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, let's keep all the characters. Just because I want to see how it works, man. So let's go back to all noobs in here. Oh, can we not find all noobs in here? That's unfortunate. Maybe the server is dead. Oh well. We'll move into another server. As you can see, despite the fact that there aren't that many people playing, it's pretty easy to get into matches, which is definitely pretty cool. But anyway, let's drop down with her. So I can switch out the loadout there if I so wished. Now let's see. Yeah, it doesn't appear that I need to... Ah, get out of there. Throw the knives, throw the knives, throw all the knives. All right, we murdered him with the knives. But he also murdered us because he had a gun, which seems like it would be the... Whoop. Throw the knives! Throw the knives! Ah!
In the pipe.
Alright, let's do this. Murder! Alright, murder is not being achieved here, my friends. Murder is not being achieved. The throwing knives seem pretty powerful, but I feel like maybe you use them instead of other things. Oh!
Son of a bitch.
Oh! I want to up-slash you. Alright, we murdered one of them. Okay. Let's get out of there for a moment. Throw our knives or not. I killed a guy? I killed a guy with that knife. See, the knives seem pretty powerful, as far as I can tell. Now, this is a pretty cool level. This is actually the level that I've mostly played on, because it seems to be the level that people mostly like, which I'm okay with, because it's pretty cool. Alright, we're going. Alright, I need to bandage myself, to be honest with you. This is not the most ideal place to bandage yourself, in truth. But that's okay. Because it doesn't appear like anybody's going to come up here. So there is this little environmental... I don't know if they're going to... there are environmental hazards so much as there are just environmental obstacles. Oh, man. Throw the knives! Alright, I murdered him. I actually chopped him in half with my throwing knife. Oh my god, because I'm a badass. Ah! Ah, get out of there. I'm still dead. I'm still dead? That's nonsense. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. But anyway, we can go back into that elevator. Do our slick little move and murder this man who unfortunately spawned in the wrong place, and I spawned in the wrong place, and I couldn't jump out of there. Well, that's a bummer. Rock Boost is pretty badass, but we're about to get into Showdown mode, as far as I know anyway. Whoop! Let's bandage ourselves, get back to full health. Or nearly full health anyway. Murder, murder, murder! Alright. Who wants some sexing? That's what I want to know. Oh! Yeah, as you can see, the environment does change during Showdown mode, which is pretty awesome, if I have to be honest. Looks like some murder fest happening here. Murder, murder! Oh, can't. Oh, come on. Couldn't kill that dude. Who had low-ass health. I probably shouldn't have been able to kill him. It looks like we only have 3 players left. Bengali is on the run and is dead. And we have Heinrikai versus the Vruth. Oh, actually, we have another character. I don't know what his special abilities are. I'm actually quite curious. See, he was able to actually go down through that vent. And he was as well, so I feel really dumb. Maybe it's just space him down. I haven't tried that. Because I'm an idiot. So we still have Zuber on his way through. Now, the art style, obviously, is extremely slick. Oh, look, Godzilla is fighting in the background. That is really awesome. I never noticed that. I don't know what's happening here. Keep in mind, this is a beta. What the fuck is going on there? Beta is beta, friends. Beta is beta. Godzilla is fighting someone in the background. And I find this awesome. But, anyway. Oh, he's so dead. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you letting him shoot you? Ah, the server DC'd. Alright. Well, hey man, beta is beta. I've never actually had that exact problem, but that's pretty funny. But keep in mind, beta is beta. In fact, I think the game crashed, unfortunately. Oh no, it did not. It did not. Sometimes it does crash. That does happen, but keep in mind, beta is beta. Now, you can pick up the game for $10, pick up the Deluxe Edition for $20. I don't know if you necessarily need the Deluxe Edition, to be totally honest with you. I don't know if it instantly unlocks that character, but you can get a bunch of money real quick in this game. In fact, if that game had continued, or ended anyway, in the proper fashion, I probably would be allowed to buy this RPG, which seems pretty darn cool. But we can do some other things in here just to show off the rest of the game. So you can see the leaderboards, which were broken before last time I looked at them. I obviously am not on the leaderboards. We have some people who I was playing with. LMAO Boat. I don't know why I was going to say LMFAO Boat. But, you know. Anyway, let's look at my ranking and see how terrible I am. Yep, 766. I actually went up 3 ranks since last I tried to record this video. We got friends who play it. Ali Bam Bam does. He's got 6 average score. I got 9 average score. I'm way better than him. Obs. And there's this really cool feature here for Twitch. Yes, that's right. You can actually stream the game. You do not need open broadcasting software. You do not need XSplit. You can stream the game directly through the game client to twitch.tv. All you have to do is put in your username and password. And you can change all your quality presets as well. So you can make a custom preset if you so choose. But these presets are pretty much exactly what you'd want. I mean, this is the highest, right, that they can do. If you have anything over, like, 3 megabits per second upload, then you're going to want this to be higher anyway. But, I mean, all of this is a really, I mean, I think that's a really cool feature. That's something that I've been seeing a trend happening in more games recently. More games are giving that functionality. For instance, high-profile games such as Black Ops 2 allows for Twitch streaming directly from your Xbox as well, not just PC. Which is really, really cool. I think that's very smart. I think video game companies are starting to realize, not that Paradox never did, but video game companies on a whole are starting to realize that people playing video games in video form or on stream form are actually helping them sell their game, which is very good. I think that's very intelligent for them to finally realize that, because it is free marketing, which is kind of what I'm doing. But anyway, this game is really cool. I had a great time playing it. I'm gonna continue playing it. I may cover it some more when because we have a bunch of keys that we're playing between the gang, the stream crew, and whatnot. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I would suggest that you pick it up because it's really worth it to me. I think the art style is great. The combat is really fun, despite the fact that it didn't look amazing, because I am terrible at the game. When you get good, and in fact, when you're in that Zen mode and you're actually doing really well, it feels great. It is a great time. And the unlockables, there are none yet. So if you pick it up now, you're going to see all of the unlockables come into the game, and I'm sure there are going to be loads more than this. I mean, so far you only have 5 guns to buy. I bought 2 of them, by the way. You have to buy the shotgun, which I had. So yeah, I mean, there are tons of things to buy already, and there's going to be more, I'm absolutely sure, absolutely certain. The game, like I said, if you don't want to adopt it so early, I understand. It is in beta. There are a lot of problems. The game does crash quite frequently. And in fact, some of the things don't work. I actually don't know if that Twitch thing does work or how well it works, because I haven't tried it myself, because my upload speed is far too low for that. But it is a feature that's there, and it probably is functioning. That's the best I could really give you on that. I think that this game is great. I have a lot of fun with it. I think I'm going to have an equal amount of fun with Cobalt when that comes out. But this is really awesome. It's got awesome guitar riffs. It's from awesome developers who made Magicka. And you know how far they developed Magicka. I mean, they added new expansions all the time to that game. So, yeah, man. I think if I were to have to give my opinion, I would say pick up this game. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll be covering more indie games in the future, so if you are a new viewer, please come back soon. And I will be covering more games similar to this, hopefully in the near future. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching. This is Alpacapatrol signing out. Peaceful.